everybody, it's Kathy with Plan Happy With Me. If this is your first visit here, welcome, and I hope you enjoy what we're going to be working on today. If you're a repeat planner friend, you know that I like to do the weekly challenges from many different hosts. And this week, I would have done one of the challenges, but I'm going to Disney World and I wanted a Disney week. And unfortunately, nobody picked a Disney week this week. So we're not doing a challenge. So I am going to be using some stickers from this Happy Planner sticker book and the Mojo Jojo's Blue Rainbow book and some Girl Boss Anna and some Skinny Washi. So also, because I'm going to Disney World, I have several videos to create before we leave. So I am doing less designing with you and more stickering it up. So on that note, we're going to go to the first side and we're going to get started. Now, I'm going to turn this vertical into a quasi teacher layout because I changed up my format for my All About Me, because in 2023 I'm going to go to a classic teacher planner and I wanted to try it out. It's working really good in this big vertical. Almost don't want to switch from a big vertical to a classic teacher, but I already bought the planner, so we're going to see how it works. Anyways, the first thing I do is I make Skinny Washi to work on here. And so what I did is I took this washi and I put it in my trimmer, and I have a spot on my trimmer that if I line it up, if you have this trimmer, if I line up this washi with the white space there, covering that clear space, I get this very narrow washi, the blue. Can you see it? And it works perfectly for my making my sections in my teacher planner. I like it to be pretty. Now we're just going to put this washi down that I cut, and we're going to do it all the way down. It's Disney week, so I wanted it to be playful and fun. And these are not traditional colors for Disney. I love this color. There's not a lot of things this color matches. So black, I think, always makes it pop and makes it stunning. So I think that it's a good match to put it with black. And I'm not really using Minnie on this page, just Mickey. And I thought that the bumps, if you will, kind of reminded me of the Mickey and Minnie ears. So I was like, well, we'll use that. And this is crooked, so I gotta fix it. And we would, there. Okay, so if you're new here, I build this sidebar to create my different topics, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, and then I usually layer boxes and whatnot over here. And this time I wanted to do something different. So I saw this really neat, I love these Girl Boss Anna things. I trying to find ways to use them differently so that when you flip from one page to the next, you're like, okay, she got carried away with those, right? So, and this one's really hard to use because you really can't see through it. So I decided, since these are my colors, to layer them and put the box over the top. So I already pulled them off. The neat thing about these Girl Boss Anna overlays is that they are really easy to lift and move, and I just love that about them. They are, for me, a little bit on the thick side, so even though they're clear, you can still see the clear part of the sticker sometimes. So that is a bit distracting, but I love them. I love them. So just want to do the first one here so that everybody can kind of see where I'm going with this. And I'm just going to make it so we can see that. And probably should have done that a little differently, but we're going to leave it that way. And I'm going to not promise that these are going to, you can't see that third one at all. I wonder if I can lift that. And the other nice thing is they, it's kind of like washi in that you can lift whatever you put over the top of it if it's not in the right place or you didn't quite get what you wanted. Okay, so my dog is going to bark and growl here for a second, and we're going to pause if it gets really bad. Okay. Okay, so let's try that. I'm going to bring it down a little bit so we can see more of that top one. There. And then this is my first category. And I'm going to, for the newbies here, you're going to see kind of how it's going to look. So now what we're going to do is we're going to work on the noted section. Now for the noted section, I put in 2 bars and a dot because everything has a different recording or importance. That's why it's just noted. Keeping notes, keeping track of things. So I am going to do, these are what I call frame stickers. They were what was left behind, and I sometimes will stick them back on white sticker paper like I did here. And for some colors, that's not necessary. But for black, I'm already almost, I have a very small amount of Mojo, and I'm just surprised at how fast I go through black boxes. I don't know about you guys, but I do. Now there's one more thing I stick on here, and that is a dot. And I just put that little dot right there, and then I have my categories sectioned off for the noted row. So let me finish doing this, and I'll bring you back. Okay, now that I got the noted row finished, meals, I just write in what I ate. I pretty much don't eat lunch, and breakfast is relatively small, so I just usually put in what I eat for dinner and if I eat anything else. I make myself 1 goal a day. I used to do the top 3 and felt defeated because I couldn't do 3 things every day and feel good. So now I just make it 1 goal a day, and I actually want it to be something that I notice and focus, so I put it in a box. And I do the same thing with self-care, because sometimes self-care for me is as simple as moisturize your face, or take a nap, or watch a movie. Because as much as I enjoy doing my hobby, my planning and whatnot, sometimes it gets a little much, and I have to remind myself that you don't have to do this every day, every hour of the day. So sometimes self-care is take a bath, watch a movie, whatever. And I have to remind myself to do that. So in that effect, or in that mode, again, I want to focus and bring that out and remind myself to do that. And so I put a box in that square, and I wanted to show you, Okay, so these, we call them tombstones or tongues, or there's lots of different names for them, I'm sure. This shape is what I wanted to use because they had Mickey on them. But clearly they're way too big. So I did a little sticker surgery. I cut them and I put them back together, only shorter. And they're still a little bit big, but I'm okay because I really can't make them any smaller and still be able to use them. So in the box underneath is smaller, so it will be just fine. So this is how, plus I don't really use these tongue shaped pieces very often, mostly because they have lines on them, they have a purpose, you're supposed to write on them, and I feel like there should be something specific I should write on it. So I haven't figured out what that specificity is, and so I just don't use them. But I do like their shape, and I do like, and in this case, they are the perfect color for my my goal, right? So in this case, we're making the goal the blue, and the, self-care is blue, and the goal is going to be black. And I don't know why, but I have the hardest time getting these stickers on here straight. And I normally use a line, but I can't really do that in this row. So I just have to do my best. So my goal and my self-care are now more focused on the page. Okay, and the last thing I do is I track my sleep. Okay, so then this area down here I use for decor. I make this as pretty and decorative as I can and still be functional, but this last row here is 100% decor. Let's see. Well, let's just tap it in there, see if we like it. I think I'm going to move him over here though, because he's a little bit bigger, and because, yeah, I think I want one in every box. Well, that's very weird. Why didn't I do that originally? So this is just my decor, and I love it. I have already put the noted and the washi on, and one thing you're going to notice is there's no washi here. So those two will remain the same routine. Okay, and we'll put our sticker here for sleep, because that's going to remain the same. And this is Thursday, so if I have something wonky or I'm trying to make it fit, Thursday is the day that I can play with because it's the middle of the week. And if you notice up here, I had a problem. For some reason, I had an odd number of these stickers, so I tried to fix it and it didn't work out right, and then I couldn't lift it. So I'm just going to accept the way that it is, right? I'm going to be in Disney World. I may not even be able to use that information. Okay, so now these three here, I don't think there's going to be a goal other than to have fun. And there probably won't be any major self-care because it will be have fun. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to put a tombstone in there. I hate that word tombstone because these are not tombstones. Mickey's are on them, right? How can that be a tombstone? Anyways, and I think what I'm going to put on here is, you know, don't let it bother you, or you know, looking forward to blah, 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 something like that. And so I just, here again, these needed to have a purpose, and they have a purpose here. So that works for me. And you can see here now the real size, oops, of the tombstone shape or the tongue shape compared to the sticker surgery shape, right? Okay, and then we're going to put the sleep trackers on. And we are almost done, ladies. This one's kind of big compared to this one, but I didn't want the exact same shape side by side. So let's tack him here and let's just see how we like it. And I like that this one's laughing. And now we need to find one more. Okay, I found one. I think it's similar to one I already have on the other page, and it's a little bit smaller, but I didn't realize how short I was running, so we're just going to use it. There was a clear one that would have worked, but I was like, I didn't want clear when all the others were paper. So I think that's it, ladies. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please click the like button. I am halfway to getting 100 subscribers, and that would be a really neat goal to reach by the end of the year. So I consider hitting the like, the subscribe, ring the bell, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.